This is Josh Alstead. Young Eddie Chandler knew from the age of 12 exactly what he wanted to do. Growing up in Commerce, Texas, KLIF signal was very easy to receive, and it was his dream to be a DJ on the mighty 1190. His mother encouraged him to enroll at the nearby Columbia School of Broadcasting, but before he could finish his courses, a job in Bonham opened up that eventually sent him to KPLT in Paris. Ed had talent, but his accent proved to be a problem. So he packed up everything he owned and headed out west and spent almost 20 years in California. After his big break in Escondido, Ed took a job at KSON and rose to the rank of program director. KCBQ felt stealing him away for their flip to country would be the right move, and it was. From San Diego, it was a move to LA, first locally, then nationally as a coast-to-coast talent from TransStar's Hollywood studios. It didn't take Ed long to realize Los Angeles is not where he wanted to raise his kids, so it was back to Texas he went, with stints in Dallas at KPLX and KSCS before finding a home in San Antonio at KBUK, then KJ97, and eventually mornings on news talk giant WOAI. Ed stepped away from it all in 2002 and successfully ran his own private business, sold it for a tidy sum, and worked on his golf swing. But radio has a way of reeling you back in, and a chance to do mornings at KLDE in Houston was just too good an offer for Ed to pass up. From there, it was KILT, where he grew wary of the corporate scene after several years and longed for a change. However, he found a new outlook when he moved to the Texas Hill Country and managed 3 signals for the Ranch Radio Group before finding what he believes will be his forever radio home. Ed continues his good work today in beautiful Marble Falls along the banks of Lake LBJ, where he is the program director and morning man for KBEY. Ed, along with his fiancée, friends, and family have traveled here today to help him celebrate another accomplishment in his incredibly successful career. Ed Chandler is a 2017 inductee of the Texas Radio Hall of Fame.
Wow, I'm surprised I'm still alive after all of that. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much. It is, as so many people have said coming up here, that it is an honor, and it's just unbelievable that something like this could happen. I've been in this business for 50 years, and I started radio at a very young age. I was 3. No, actually, I was 17, and before I got out of high school, I decided that's what I wanted to do, and I've done it ever since, and I don't look back on it. I want to thank Josh and Kim. This is a great place, isn't it? I mean, this is unbelievable. I was knocked out when I first came in here. Chad, thank you for doing such a great job on all the production. It is a long drive to get here from where we came from, but even longer is if you're staying at the Comfort Suites and taking the elevator. I don't know if you've been on that elevator or not, but it takes a while. Hey, I would like to, first of all, thank everybody that voted for me for this induction into the Texas Radio Hall of Fame. And for those of you that didn't, you can kiss my ass. We had a group of students in the radio station a couple of weeks ago, and they asked me what I like best about my job. And I said, it's not a job. That's what I like best about it. This is something that I've always enjoyed doing. I've never had a day where I've got up in the morning at 3:30 to go do a morning show and regretted the job that I have. I've loved it. I really do. When I was sitting in my house, 10 years old, listening to great radio stations like WNOE in New Orleans, WLS in Chicago, WSM in Nashville, and of course the mighty 1190 KLIF, I knew that that's what I wanted to be. And I thank to my mom, who always allowed me to live my dreams. My dad, he didn't live long enough to see me get in the business. We lost him about a year before I got into radio, as a matter of fact. I'd like to thank my mentors, Charlie and Harrigan, Hudson and Harrigan from the great Kilton in Houston, Jimmy Rabbit, He was one of my heroes. I used to drive around the KLIF studios at night and watch him with the lava lamps up in the studio and go, this is cool. And I never had a chance to really meet the guy until later on in life, and now he's a great friend of mine. And so that's really neat that you get to do stuff like that. I would also, of course, like to thank my family, my children, my oldest son, Shannon, who couldn't be here. He's in Hawaii, so that's a nice place to be. My son, Jesse, who was unable to make it today. But I have my son, Jade. My youngest son, Jade, is here. Thank you, Jade. I love you. His beautiful wife, Candace, is here. And she's carrying my next grandson, actually my first grandson, which will be brought to us here in the very near future. We love y'all. Thank you so much. To Mona, I don't know how to say enough to you, babe. I love you. T.G. Shepard, a couple of years ago, I met T.G. and I said, T.G., how do you stay looking so young? He said, marry a younger woman. I met her and I took her to see T.G. Shepard not too long ago, and he said, you done good, boy. So thank you, baby, for everything that you do. I appreciate it. This honor, it really is. It's truly an honor. It highlights my career. And I really, it's a day that I will never forget. It's a proud honor. It's been a great life. One of the proudest is to be a father to these great boys that I have. Nothing tops that. Family has always come first. I've always believed that, and I still do. But radio is definitely part of my family, too. Each and every one of you that are here, you all know that this business is a beautiful business. Some people say radio is dying. It's not dying. It'll be around forever. As someone said up here earlier, there'll be people in the future that are working today a lot younger than I am, that will be up here accepting awards. So carry on the business, carry on the tradition. Radio, live forever. That's what we want. And in closing, I am truly blessed. God has blessed me in so many ways. And I don't know why, but I thank Him. And in closing, I'd just like to say, God is good and people are crazy. Peace.